Hi, my name is Diana, the Dummy Cook, and today I would like to give you a tour around the Thermomix settings page. Let's do it! When I got my Thermomix for the first time, I was so excited about using it that I forgot to check all these buttons and these buttons. And believe it or not, it took me months to know about some of these options. Obviously, they were not stopping me from cooking, so if it's your case as well, don't worry, it's okay. Let's take a tour now. First of all, here's the homepage, right? We know that. Here's where you will choose the time, temperature, and speed if you were cooking manually. From the homepage, you can swipe this way and you can go to the functions. But I have videos about those, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. Or, let's go back. You can swipe this other way and you can make searches in Cook-I-Do. But I don't do that here in my Thermomix. I use my phone, computer, and iPad for that. Okay, so let's go back to the homepage and now let's go to the main menu here with these three buttons. What do we have here? Here we have my recipes. Here's where you have some personalized folders. Let's click there. These are the recipes that you're storing in your bookmarks folders. Recipes that people suggested to you and you want to make one of these days. Then here we have created recipes, and that we're going to save for an advanced class. That's when you convert your own recipes to Thermomix recipes and you store them here. I have one video already, but I'm going to follow up with more videos on that. Your created collections are the collections that you created folders for. In my case, I have a collection for cakes, another for desserts, another for pasta recipes, chicken recipes, vegetarian recipes. I even have a folder called Made in Spain, and I save there the recipes that I like from Spain. And then here we have our saved collections. These are collections that already existed and you save them in your Cook-I-Do account to access them faster. Let's go back. And here we have my favorite, my week. Why is it my favorite? Because I never do recipe searches in the Thermomix screen, ever. Like I said before, I always do my research on my phone, on my computer, comfy from my sofa, my bed, or my desk. That's when I spend time making searches, choosing what I want to make, and adding those recipes to my week. This one on Monday, this one on Tuesday. See my other videos. I have a few Cook-I-Do tutorials and more coming soon. But my system is to add every recipe to my calendar, then come here, click on my week, and ta-da! Whatever I had in the list for today will show up here. All I have to do is choose it and start cooking it. See, I have a lot of recipes here for today. Oof, now I don't have time to make them. And if I want to see the calendar and I want to see what I was making yesterday, I can click here, and here we are, recipes from yesterday, recipes from today, recipes for tomorrow. But the coolest part is just to click on the recipe and say, let's go to it and let's get started. So that is my system. You don't have to follow it. I know a lot of people that go to my recipes and they have all their folders there. I just like going to the calendar, choosing today, and see what's waiting for me. And here we have recently cooked. This one is very helpful. Here I see every recipe that I have cooked. And in reality, all it takes for Thermomix to think that you have cooked it is to have opened the recipe and have clicked cook now. As soon as you do that, the recipe is stored here and you don't need Wi-Fi to use it. See, I have a ton of recipes here. When I take my Thermomix with me and I know what I'm going to cook, I load the recipes first just by clicking cook now on each one, and that way I know that I will not depend on someone's Wi-Fi. I know people that do that when they go camping, for example, and definitely consultants doing demos. It's also very useful because it saves the last 100 recipes opened. So for people who don't want to continue paying for Cook-I-Do after the free trial, this is one way to keep having access to their 100 favorite recipes. What other buttons do we have around here? We have settings and help and safety instructions. The help and safety instructions button is very straightforward. There you can read some instructions, safety instructions, and warnings, and you can also find the customer service number. If you click settings, here we have many options. Language. Here you can choose the language you want your unit to be in. You have 21 options. But remember that you can still choose a recipe in other languages and the instructions on the screen will be in that language for the duration of the recipe, and then back to your chosen default language for your unit. Country and region. Here, please choose the country you live in, ideally where you bought your Thermomix. I had someone tell me that she chose Spain here because she wanted the Thermomix unit to be in Spanish. But please don't do that, because then your US Cook-I-Do account will not work with your Spanish unit. You have the language option for that. Here, choose US if you're in the US like me. Wi-Fi. Very self-explanatory, right? Please choose your network and enter your password in order to be connected to Cook-I-Do Live and to receive any updates Thermomix might have for you. Bluetooth. If you have an extra accessory that needs Bluetooth, like the sensor, then toggle this to turn it on. Connected devices. If I had more extra accessories that needed to be connected to the Thermomix, they will be listed here. Cook-I-Do account. This is not the account you created in the Thermomix website as you were buying your Thermomix. This is a separate account. It could be under a different email address, and that's fine. As long as that account, email, and password are in this device, you will be using your Cook-I-Do account. Remember, when you download an account, you get 1 month for free, and when you log in a new Thermomix, a 3-month free trial starts. But you need to turn it on. You'll see the prompt on your unit, and you need to follow the steps to activate it. After that, it's $65 a year at the time I'm making this video, and they keep adding recipes non-stop. When I started 3.5 years ago, they were at 70,000 recipes, and now they are at more than 100,000 recipes. One more note on Cook-I-Do. You can have the same account in up to 5 devices. I have 1 Thermomix in my kitchen, 1 for in-person demos, and 1 here for my videos, and all 3 are under my 1 Cook-I-Do account. Sounds. Here you can change the sound it makes when it's done cooking. If you don't like the tiruring, I love it by the way, then change it here. You can also change the time it stays calling you and the volume. And here you can change the volume of the preview button when it does click, click, click. Display. Here you can choose how bright you want your screen. Keyboard layout. Some languages need different keyboard layouts, and you can choose those here. Transportation mode. If you're traveling with your Thermomix or even taking it to the neighbors, this is very convenient. If you're taking the accessories as well, put the simmering basket inside the bowl. This is where it travels best. Close it and click transportation mode. Activate. The arms will lock, and now you can turn it off. Remember, long press. Wait and it completely shuts down before you unplug it. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting until it does like a computer. Hear that? And now that I unplugged it, I can tuck the cable in and I can carry it. You see, nothing's falling. So I can go. Now, I will use that for traveling by car. If you're going in a plane though, I will check in the ball with the blades and I will take the base with me as carry-on. Pin lock. Here you can lock your Thermomix so it can only be used by people with the pin. It might be useful if you don't want your kids to use it without you, or if you're sharing an apartment with roommates maybe. System of measurement. So this one, same as the language option, is your choice for your unit, for your default. You can choose imperial for ounces and Fahrenheit, or metric for grams and Celsius. But again, this is just for your unit when you're using it manually. If you choose a guided recipe that is in the other system, that recipe will stay in, let's say, grams and Celsius for the duration of the recipe. Privacy. Here you can see your data usage choice. In my case, I chose to share what I'm cooking with Cook-I-Do. I like it because at the end of the year, they send me a report with my most cooked meals, how many countries I visited, how many ingredients I used. It's very cute, and I don't mind that they use my cooking habits to see which recipes people cook the most, etc. And here you can read the privacy policy. Thermomix version and update. If you think you don't have an update that everyone has, check your connection to Wi-Fi and click here to get an update, or check which is the last one that you have received. And last but not least, factory reset. I have never needed it, but if you're having some issues and you call customer service, they might ask you to press this button to fix it. I am not going to touch it. Alright, so that completes our tour. What do you think? You must have learned at least one new thing, no? Do you have any questions? Please enter them in the comments, or please email me right here. I would love to help you. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.